everyone.
Good game.
Thanks.
What do you think of the Falcon that you played against?
Shows promise. We play each other. Should we wait first? Should we play immediately?
You want us to play right now? If no one's on stream setup, we'll just hop on, I guess. Should we find...
Oh, yeah,
All right, yeah,
play
I
on
guess we're going to
stream.
stream. All right, cool. I was going to ask you how your set was, but...
I remember the first Melee tournament I ever watched. It was the Apex 2012 USA vs. the World crew battle, and it absolutely blew my mind. The narrative behind each player, the hype commentary, the stage and the crowd, then of course the players, the game, the matches, top level Melee. Like every other Melee player, one taste and I was hooked. And from that moment on, I was a bona fide Melee enthusiast. It wasn't until the next year that I would attend my first tournament, choose Poonslayer as my tag, and start the wonderful journey that led me here. The passion I felt for the game started so easily, like a switch turned on in my brain that connected the cogs of my childhood to the young adulthood I was entering, and Melee was the light bulb. I wanted to pursue this, the insanity I was watching on screen, the community I could feel through my laptop. I didn't know this right away, but what I wanted was glory. Look at some of the most inspiring moments of this game's history. Mango winning Evo, Wizrobe winning Smash and Splash, X winning Summit. You can't look at that and not be envious. That is a glimpse of sheer bliss, the cultivation of years of hard work and unreasonable commitment to one game. It's an outpouring of love, a level of emotion that's achieved maybe once in a lifetime, and it's right there, in front of tens of thousands of onlookers being printed into the game's history in real time. Chills, legitimate chills, and if you say it doesn't affect you too, you're lying. We all want that, or at least some version of it. We might not have the skill or experience to win a major outright, but there's still plenty of glory to go around. I think it's about setting it up for yourself in more manageable, bite-sized chunks. The feeling that Zane got from winning Genesis is out of reach for me. We won't be Hungrybox at EVO, so resign that thought right away. That doesn't mean we can't get some level of satisfaction out of the game, right? The most important thing for a Melee player to do is to contextualize their goals. Your first goal shouldn't be winning a tournament, it should be winning a tournament set. Most people start practicing just to be able to beat their friends, and once they do, they'll pop off just like Leffen at SmashCon. There's nothing wrong with getting excited over these seemingly small achievements. That's actually the most beautiful thing about this game. Contextualizing goals isn't just for new players, it's a skill that will help you throughout your Melee journey. Mid-level players sometimes get caught up in a trap of wanting linear progression, getting better results at every major, or not losing to a certain player once they beat them for the first time. Without a level of reasonable reward, the journey in Melee becomes a lot more stick and a lot less carrot. The trick to all this is timing. When you're currently in a match with someone seated higher, the last thing you should be thinking about is how great it's going to feel when you win. You're taking your eye off the ball, losing concentration. It's clearly a terrible thing for your gameplay, but for some reason it's one of the hardest mental tricks to master. Why can't we escape thoughts of glory? What will it take to break through? I'm going to stop myself short of getting into Zen Ideology, something I'm interested in but massively unqualified to talk about, and instead focus on my own experience. I've come to terms with this weakness of mine, thinking ahead to the implications of a match rather than staying grounded with the characters on screen. This is especially true with a goal of top 100, since every ranked player I face will put it firmly in my mind. I start to imagine what my tweet could be when I pick up a good win, which might as well deliver the loss right then and there. Countering this type of thinking is going to be half the battle. Luckily, I have a weekly that puts me against these types of players every week, giving me great opportunities to practice against high-level opponents. By the way, this happens against lesser players too. They just punish less hard at the moments you lose grip, and give you more opportunities to swing the game back in your favor. One trick I've picked up is to just think of it as another distraction. Functionally, thinking about a glorious win is the same as thinking about a steak dinner. Both things are not the game. The only difference is that the win puts you into a spiral, a pit, a glory hole. It's not good. You can get carried away in this scenario. First, you win, then your friends pick you up on their back, then Hax gives you a hug and agrees to do your podcast. Then it's just over. You already lost. This is nothing special, and you can't give it legs. If the thought sprouts up, gently guide it away and continue playing. Don't berate yourself, don't elate yourself, don't hate yourself. Simple. It takes a lot of practice. After the win is when the glory can set in. Enjoy your wins, since joy is so fleeting anyway. Allow yourself to live inside of these rare moments. Don't give them away so easily because it's only the first round, or only the 15th player on the PR, or only round 2 at a major. Nah, you fucking did it. If you can't celebrate now, when can you? Just don't anticipate the feeling mid-set, and you could pop off as hard as you'd like. The pursuit of glory is likely the most complicated task in a Melee player's career. We can't admonish all of the feelings, but we can't let them take over either. Just like everything else, it's a balancing act, and sometimes the most simple answer is to just stay present and do your thing.
Should we find...
Oh,
All right,
play
I
on
guess we're gonna
stream.
stream. All right, cool. I was gonna ask you how your set was, but